Good day, happy travelers. Seven Continents Travel Agency here today, providing a review of a cruise I'm fresh back from. I'm pretty energized this morning. The 7-day Western Caribbean cruise on Royal Caribbean's Harmony of the Seas with stops in Roatan, Costa Maya, and Cozumel. This is the itinerary, and over the course of this video, I will provide all insights. So if you're watching this, you found this cruise, and you kind of want to see what it does, where it goes, and how it is. I'm going to be able to compare this to Carnival's Mardi Gras and Excel class, similar big ship, and we'll be able to give some insight there. But so 2 to 3 days on the ship, sea days. This isn't like being on Jewel of the Seas, where sea days, you know, when you got a teenager, it's kind of like, meh, what are you going to do? Go to the casino. There's so much to do. The pool deck has 3 pools, there was volleyball, there was so much to do. So 2 to 3 days there was just really relaxing. Then we had 3 stops in a row, and it was fantastic. The price for this, if you're going while the kids are out, for a balcony room, expect to pay somewhere between $3,500 to $4,800 for a balcony room. A little cheaper for an interior. There's not as many interior rooms on this ship. Off season, like during hurricane season, I got my room for $2,100 with $150 onboard credit. So not so bad. And so it's all about, and with Black Friday sales coming up this month in October, you might be able to do better. Hey, Black Friday after Thanksgiving, not very good prices. So it's always good. It's kind of like when you go to the grocery store, take a look at the price, know the price. Then when it's on sale and it's got that flashy sale sticker, you're going to know if the price actually is a good deal or not. Cruises are very much the same way. Getting to the cruise port, you got 2 different options. We flew into Hobby, took an Uber. $75 was the cheapest. You can actually look at Uber and Lyft prices before. Price compare. At the time, it looked like I was going to drop about $100 to get down to Galveston from Hobby. A little bit more expensive, of course, from George Bush Intercontinental, which is the north. It was about a 40-minute drive from Hobby to George Bush, and it was about a 50-minute drive from Hobby. So if you're coming up from the north side, about 90 minutes drive, and looks like you could probably get a shuttle for about $60 to $120 per person each way. Just the price really varies. So we were excited to do an Uber, and actually vice versa. Getting back, we spent $115, which was peak surge post-cruise relief. So for 3 people, $115 on our schedule. We couldn't beat it. There is a lot of other options, and there's a lot to get to. So you make your way down to Galveston. We spent the night before. We always recommend that you spend the night before you get to the cruise. We stayed at the Doubletree Hotel by Hilton here. One of the elevators was down, but we weren't inconvenienced too much, which was close to the historic pier. There was a Miller's restaurant, great breakfast. There was a Salsa's Mexican restaurant, which wasn't necessarily our favorite. Came highly recommended, but there's a lot of dining options here on the shoreside area. Getting from the hotel to the cruise port, we took an Uber, and it was $15. Cruise Terminal 10 was where we needed to go, and that is where we ended up. Pay very attention to the signage. There's a couple Royal Caribbean cruise terminals, one for the Mariner of the Seas, and then one for the Harmony of the Seas as well. So the room, I'm going to actually put the full room review here. We were in, first time ever, we were in a balcony, inside balcony room. So we were here facing this way, which was facing other inside balcony rooms. Below us and above us on deck 11 is just rooms, very quiet, very peaceful. As you may recall in one of my other videos on Carnival Magic, my room was right above the nightclub. So until 1 in the morning when the DJ said the party was going to stop, my head partied with them when I was trying to get sleep. I'm in my 40s. I'm not much of a partier, well, at least at 1 in the morning anyway. This is the room layout. Compared to the Mardi Gras was a little bit cramped. We are all in agreement with this. This is a consensus. The bathroom had plenty of rooms. That's where I think Mardi Gras probably tried to save a lot of space. But as you can tell in this picture, the room bumps out into the hallway. The bathroom does anyway, and it gives you that much more space. And I just call out, there's capsules instead of shower curtains. So if you don't like that morning hug from the shower curtain, the capsules on Harmony will make you happy. This is the stock footage from Royal Caribbean. And again, my video, which I put a card up for, gives you, I just walk through it, show you the plugs and everything. And here's the view. You may want to shut the curtains when you get out of the shower because you can see plain as day to the what's across from you there. We also did, for the first time, specialty dining on Royal Caribbean. And it wasn't that the MDR was bad. It was fine. But when you start going on a lot of cruise, sometimes you might get tired of the menu. And the menu's very consistent. You see my Jewel of the Seas dining review. The menu there that we did in December out of San Juan to Barbados, it was the same menu that we had here. Actually very similar to the Alaska cruise that we took in June. So the menu we were just getting a little tired. So if you want to see my full review of the Sabor Mexican restaurant, I'll put that video here, but otherwise just expect a Mexican menu, pictures of food, and I'll go into great detail. In short, I'm paraphrasing here, we really enjoyed this so much that we booked the Italian specialty restaurant for the next day, and they get, it was half off. It was a really good deal. And again, full video of that review here. Otherwise, the menu, you can pause if you don't want to go watch the other video. In short, the food was really good. We really enjoyed. The quality was fantastic. And watch out for this. This was 500 degrees. I touched it and burnt the heck out of myself. So that's food pictures. Now we get to the excursions that we took. So when we made it to Cozumel, this was the excursion that I picked. At the very end of this, I'll show you your excursion options. I had the access to show what they're offering, but I did the dune buggy ride and snorkeling. The full video, I think I'll be able to put that here. I did a full review. You go around the island in the dune buggy. That's my windshield wipers didn't work and it rained awfully hard. I wish they worked, but you go snorkeling down here. And the beach was nice, but getting into snorkel wasn't like a dock or a pier. There were some sandbags. It was rocky, and if you have some mobility concerns, maybe you don't do just be cautious. Take your time. Go in. I slipped and fell, and it hurt. Otherwise, you end up at this place. They drive you over here. You spend about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes at the tourist trap, where you will be able to spend $100 US on a lunch. Which wasn't necessarily bad, but certainly wasn't $100. Again, more details in the full review. Otherwise, we end up at the Lost Mayan Kingdom. That was our stop in Costa Maya. So if you have teenagers, kids, well, heck, anybody, there's something for everybody at this particular place. Big kids, little kids, babies even, and then people just wanting to lounge. Only caution here is there were a lot of bugs. It's very close to the cruise terminal. You could walk there, I suppose. This is the little kids, probably toddlers, and this is for the bigger kids, teenagers. A lot of people commenting about how some of the slides hurt them as they went down, but they laughed. It was kind of like, that really hurt. Ha, let's go do it again. So just take it for what it was that my kid said that, and then he went and did it again. Me, I think I'd just fallen to 1,000 pieces. So yeah, there was a lot of fun there. Around, if you get seats closer to the pool, those seem to have less bugs than the seats that were away from it, and that's just there was a lot of ants. That's about the gist of it. And we got bit by yellow flies on that excursion, so maybe bug spray, but there were iguanas. Natural, you didn't have to pay to see them. They wanted to see you. On the next excursion, we did sloths, monkeys, and macaws in Roatan. And they take you to Daniel Johnson's Monkey and Sloth Hangout. We park down by Cox and Hole, which is down here. If you are with Royal Caribbean or have been Royal Caribbean, you're in Mahogany Bay, and you drive. It's about a 30-minute drive. It was scenic. It's cool seeing all the stuff. take you to Daniel Johnson's Monkey Hangout. Just be cautious, especially those with mobility concerns. This was about the narrowest bus that I've ever seen. It was tight. But the bird, he got me this time. If you've seen my other videos, I always compliment myself on how the animals never used the restroom on me. That bird did. That's the actual bird that did. Monkey sat on my head. He did not use the restroom on me, and the sloth was on me for a little bit. So if you like hanging out with animals, we enjoyed the time. It seemed like they enjoyed the time. They got fed anyway, so that is what we did there. Yeah, so that comes to the conclusion of just what we did on the cruise. Comparing this to the Mardi Gras ship, very similar in size. It's just the entertainment was a lot better. We saw Grease. There was an aqua theater show. I believe it was Fine Line, which was fantastic. And there was an ice skating show. I think it was 1876, 1877. It was just kind of like set in France back in the 1800s. The exact year, I can't remember right now. But it seemed like the quality of the entertainment went up a level. Am I entertained on a Carnival ship? Yes. But sometimes when they sing, the song is a little bit above them, and that's actually even true with Celebrity Summit's ship. And they sing better than me? Yeah. Listen, I'm not dogging anybody. Just sometimes there's notes that you need to hit if you're trying to hit it, and if you don't, it's just I pay attention. That's all I'm saying. I give them, they're way better talented than me. I'm not disrespecting them, but these artists that they had on all the shows, they hit the notes, and it was really well done entertainment. The only thing that I will say is there wasn't a lot of family friendly comedy on road. No, there was none. There was no family friendly comedy, although we made up for it at karaoke. Here are your excursion options if you were interested in seeing what is available. I told you what I did. I'll just show you real quick what the options are as provided by Royal Caribbean. The prices Royal Caribbean fluctuate, although if you've seen my excursion videos, I do compare Royal Caribbean's prices to Carnival Norwegian's, and Royal Caribbean is usually the cheapest. But I'll just scroll down here, pause if you want to see something. These are your options in Roatan. And they do like to combine beach escapes with zip lines, and chocolate tasting with snorkeling, and all-inclusive beach with chocolate tasting, and shipwrecks, the whole 9 yards. So if you're scouting this excursion, seeing if there's something for everybody, there you go. I also like showing you this because this is the October 27th cruise that I've selected, and you can see what is sold out. So if you're thinking about booking this for next September, maybe spring break of 2026, which is scheduled out right now, you can see what sells out, so you can know what to hang on to and what not. And in case you didn't know, if the price ever goes down, as long as the excursion is not sold out, you can cancel and rebook at the lower price. You'll get the refund, maybe a day or two or a week delayed depending upon the bank, but you will also get the lower price. So as you can see, the Monkey and Sloth experience is sold out. So it was quite popular. And it's also worth noting that when you go Monkey, Sloth, and Roatan, you're not by yourself. You're with the other cruise ships that are in port that day. So that can also have an impact on it. Never mind the fact that Harmony of the Seas is not a little ship. It is jam-packed, and they adjust the prices ever so often to get them full. In Puerto Costa Maya, you can go see pyramids, you can snorkel, a lot of options to see the pyramids, exclusive ride with a bunch of people. You can make guacamole. Hey, at Sabor, that guacamole that I had, that specialty restaurant, I hate guacamole. I liked that guacamole. That was good guacamole. It was made, I think, almost right in front of me. So anyway, I'm just going to keep scrolling down here, pause if there's something you want to see, but these are your excursion options. There's the buggy and beach break right there. So yeah, $88. I think it's $99 on Carnival. What is sold out is the beach and snorkel, and then chocolate tequila is also sold out. And then the last stop that I will show is Cozumel. We'll take it from there. Here you go. Snorkel, beach prices. On average, I kind of budget $100 per person per excursion. If it goes under, that's great. Very few things go under, and never mind the fact that you are also probably going to have to buy Internet worked fantastic. I did the deluxe beverage package, not the one with the alcohol, just the one that's a step up from the soda, so it might be the premium package, which included the Starbucks. Not the Starbucks, but the proudly serving Starbucks. That's an important distinction. And it included Johnny Rocket milkshakes, which I promise you we made good use of. And I stocked up. I think I ended up with about 72 bottles of water from that, so I made good use of it. I recommend that as well. Otherwise, you're paying a la carte, and each iced coffee, if you get the coffee card, takes 2 shots. And that is worth noting as well. There's this particular stop had an awful lot to do. What sold out, rays and sharks, and sea turtles. Save a sea turtle. Save a sea turtle by not picking it up out of the water is that particular excursion. If you just want to glance at the beverage packages, as I mentioned, here you get the prices. $72 actually is a lower price. 85 is kind of the baseline. Lowest price I've ever seen was 60. If it starts with the 6, that is a good price. Non-alcoholic packages, $25.99 is a good price for that as well. Soda, best I've ever seen, is $8.99. This is normally the refreshment package is closer to $30. Water goes on sale from time to time. Cafe Select cards do not typically go on sale, though I suppose they could. Dining packages for if you want to do the, get away from the MDR. They also, the prices vary from the 3-night to the unlimited. So that's, certainly something for you to take into consideration if that's something you want to do. MDR is free. These are not. Internet, just in case you don't know, you can buy one person. Here, we'll take a look at the internet packages here. One person, where is the, okay, I won't be able to buy it because I'm not on this cruise. But if one person buys 4 internets is cheaper than 4 people buying one. I don't know why it is, but every time you go into like login.com and then sign in, if like we share, my wife buys 2, there's 3 of us. If I try to log in, I just kick somebody off the internet if we've already exceeded the limit. So that, I don't know, it saves probably about $100, maybe $150. But there's other things as well. So in short, if you have any questions, do I recommend this cruise? Is this the best cruise we have ever done? This actually was the best cruise that we've ever done, so much so that we're going to be on Harmony's sister ship, Allure of the Seas, out of Rome next year. So it was a fantastic ship. Entertainment was great. Food, once we made it to the specialty dining, it was great. MDR, maybe not our favorite. Edible, it was certainly edible, but memorable, maybe not the right way. Service was fantastic. You're going to enjoy the ship. Let me know if you have any questions. Until the next video, I hope you travel safe.